Bang out webisodes, baby. Bang out webisodes, man. Coming 2020. I know it's been a minute, but I'm here, baby. But YouTube, I got a beef with y'all. I gotta really break something down real quick. There's a total misconception that NBA players of today would not be able to play back in the fucking 80s or the 90s. That is the biggest crop of baloney. That is so fucking ridiculous to think that. Let me break something down to you real quick. And I need y'all to listen. So for some fucking reason, Jeff Hornacek, Byron fucking Russell, Mookie Blaylock, Steve Kerr, Mark Price, Dan fucking Marley, BJ Armstrong, fucking John Paxson, for some reason, they can play in the 90s, this super tough ass fucking league. But LeBron James wouldn't be able to? But Kevin Durant wouldn't be able to? So you mean to tell me that Spud fucking Webb can play in the 90s and Kyrie Irving wouldn't be able to? You niggas y'all sound stupid, man. It's just, you know what the problem is? Nostalgia. Nostalgia is the devil. Because it makes you just remember the smell back then, the you know, what you were doing. You was probably at your friend's house watching the NBA in the 90s and, you know, TNT and all this shit. I get it, you know? But in retrospect, you have to understand that these motherfucking players are more conditioned, more talented, bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic, more agile, more conditioned. These guys, these supplements out here, they're better trained. It's a fucking business right now, man. Back then, NBA players would have a few cocktails. Like, they wasn't really doing what these players are doing now. These players, somebody like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, they would average 1,000 points a fucking game in the 80s or 90s. But you know what the misconception is, though? Defense was way better back then. It was tougher. It was the Bad Boy Pistons. That was the only fucking team, dog. So is it called the Bad Boy Cavaliers? Was it called the Bad Boy Bullets? Was it called it's the Bad Boy Pistons. That's one team. I'll give you that. Them motherfuckers was tough. Does that mean the whole NBA was tough? So let's break something down. So if it's so easy to score in today's league, why ain't nobody averaging 50 like Wilt did? Oh, hold on. If it's so easy to score in today's league, then why in the last 20 years we only got 2 phenomenal scoring outbursts by only happened twice? All of them shits come back in the 80s and the 90s. All of them shits are back then. Hold on, in retrospect, if the defense was just so tough back then, the defense was the most toughest. Yeah, I said most toughest. So the defense is the most tough. It's just so better back then why in the hell all the highest scoring games came from back then? Think about it. David Robinson scoring 71. He had a quadruple double, some shit. Michael Jordan so many times. It's just, y'all just got to use your head. These players are better. They're playing against way better talent. The talent is way more global now. They're getting the world's best. But for some reason, it's easy. It's easier to score now. No, it's not. They make it look easy. They just make it look easy because they're so fucking good. They're so good. So Mark Price can play in the fucking 90s, but Kyrie Irving couldn't? How does that even make sense? Let's talk about Jordan real quick, man. We all love Jordan. He's revered. It's Michael Jordan. It's MJ. He walked on fucking air. I want to be like Mike. Shut the fuck up. Look, we all love Mike. Well, I don't love him because he was an asshole, but I definitely respect his game. But I don't know if he's overrated, but he played in a garbage ass league, man. The 80s and the 90s was nothing compared to how these motherfuckers playing now. The 80s especially. You know what I mean? When Jordan played, right, when he came in, Magic Johnson had AIDS. He was done. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retired. James Worthy was never a superstar. Larry Bird was injured. He was done. Can you name one other fucking player that was kind of close to his level? Name one just kind of close. There wasn't any because Jordan was just too good, right? Not really too good. He was too. There was just nobody. It was a watered down league. David Stern started expanding the league. It was a fewer teams back then, so he started expanding the league, adding more teams to it. That in retrospect made it watered down because they was watering down the talent, right? But name one other player who was kind of on Jordan's level. I bet you can't. Now, think about nowadays. Think about LeBron James, right? Name one player close to his level. We can name 30. You know why? These players are bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic now, man. Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard. These boys are beasts, man. Giannis. These boys are phenomenal, man. I was just having a conversation with my homie today, man, a few minutes ago. It's so tougher. It's way easier now. They flopping all this. Listen, bro. Any one of these, you take a bench player. Lou Williams would go in the 80s and 90s and average 50 points a game. Right now, my skill right now, I'm overweight, fat, and old. Right now, I have enough skill to play basketball in the 60s and 70s. I guarantee you I do. You know why? Because them boys, everything gets better with time. Everything. Usually, your mind gets better with time. Wine gets better with time. Liquor, just things get better with time. For some reason, basketball didn't know. That's nostalgia. That's the devil. Y'all think that because y'all conditioned to think that because it's nostalgia fucking with y'all. It's nostalgia. So Charles Barkley was 6'4", playing a fucking power forward center role. You think Charles Barkley can do that now? All right, man. Listen, we all love these players, but there was only two really skilled players in the 90s, and that was Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. That's it, brother. And if y'all really know basketball, y'all will understand that. But anyway, yeah, that's all I want to say, man. It's a misconception that these basketball players are not as good as people in the 90s. Are you fucking kidding me? I guarantee you Lou Williams averaged 50 points a game. That's Lou Williams. That's Lou. So what the fuck Kevin Durant do? LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Giannis. Giannis is 7 foot, man. As a 7-footer in the 90s, shoot a 3-pointer, you getting took the fuck out the game. Easy. I'm done.